what is it, Crashing343 here, and in my last Advanced Warfare upload I talked about how a lot of the variants seem to have a name and stat similarities. Well, right now I'm on the Denkiers and forums, and I'm looking at everything, and something that caught my attention was the IMR, the Thunder Tusk and the Boar Strike. I think that those are named very similarly. That, you know, the Thunder Tusk and the Boar Strike, you know, tusks are on hogs usually, and thunder is very loud, and, you know, if the boar were to strike something, it'd be very loud. This is all me speculating here, and I probably sound like a freaking tool bag, but still, it's just something I should talk about. And for the AE force, all like electronics based. It's probably gonna be a longer video of explaining names and stuff, and feel free to disagree in the comments below and call me an idiot for all you care about. But I should throw this all here. And the ARX is like sort of for accuracy, like the hole puncher. That's like being able to put 2 shots in the same hole. Headshot, you know, getting a headshot. Red Eye Coyote, shooting a coyote in the eye makes it red. So heavy barrel increases accuracy on the ARX also. And for the HBR, it feels like there may be like a lot of like sort of competitiveness in it. Not because there's a competition HBR, but sort of because there's a super light, there's the adapter, and then there's sport. That's only enlisted, by the way. And if I can think harder, possibly the variants between elite, professional, and enlisted all have different names that go along with it. I might do this to all the guns because they'll get quite boring, both for me and you. But for Walnut Assault Rifle, suppose we can try the BAL. And for the BAL, it's sort of like for the professional variants, there's the Marksman variant, there's a 308, which is a caliber, if you guys didn't know that, and then there's the SPR. I'm not sure what SPR stands for, I probably should have researched that, but the 308 is a common shooting gun because it's very precise, it flies nice and straight. If we go to the SMG variants here, if it loads, it's loading right now guys, sorry. Click here and wait a while. There. SMGs for the MP11, the 2 Elite, the Goliath, and the Squeaker are sort of polar opposites, both stat-wise and name-wise. A Goliath generally is big, it's slower, it's not very quick and agile, whereas Squeaker, that implies that it's very small, and it's very fast and agile and able to move quite easily. And for the ASM-1, the most notable of variant names is with Speakeasy, you know, 1920s, you know. Speakeasy was used in bars because, you know, they spoke easily, they spoke quietly, that no one would really hear that they have alcohol in the bar. And as for Strider, I'm gonna say a Strider was someone who snitched on the Speakeasies, and thus it's a slower type of deal where they, you know, the Speakeasies are quiet and fast, but they can cross and get away. So Strider has way more range and more accuracy. Speakeasy has less damage and range, but a faster fire rate. I think I brought this up in my last one, but the SM6, how there are a lot of, like the judicial system. The 300 kill variant, the Magistrate, then 2 professional variants are the Executioner and the Jury. Another one is Money. That's a nice joke. And the third party, you know, SAC 3 seems to be more about punishing people. It is a punishment to use this gun, so I guess that makes sense. And then for the AMR9, it's all about using the Pro Pipe, the noob tube, and why Sledgehammer? Why? Moving on to heavies. XMG is mainly food. You know, it's I usually like that. And for that might be it for I can think of for heavies right now. But for yeah, I think that's it for heavies. Shotguns. And shotguns for professional variants on the Tech-19. There's roundhouse, haymaker, and uppercut. Those are all sort of fighting things, although you never want to throw a haymaker. I learned that from one of my friends. And bang stick and sledgehammer, you know, they're sort of like demolition devices. And the barricades and breacher, those you breach a barricade. So, and for I think it was the Bulldog, yeah. For Bulldog you have Carnage, Diplomacy, and Berserker. Carnage and Berserker sort of go together, and Diplomacy is sort of the odd one out, which is why the Carnage and Berserker have attachment restrictions and the Diplomacy doesn't. Going to snipers, and snipers are pretty difficult, but I found that the Moors with the silver bullet, that was sort of like a werewolf thing, and the doctor, sort of like a vampire thing. I thought that was where, you know, the doctor has figured out that holy water killed it. So this is me contemplating and guessing. So if you want to call me an idiot, you can have that. Completely up to you. And for the Atlas 45 pistol, you have the Oathbreaker, which that's an elite variant, and the two professionals that sort of go along with it are the Flogger and the Cudgel. Sort of, you know, they broke the oath, let's torture them with a flog and a cudgel. So that's me speculating, of course. And the MP4 first reduction has to do a lot with like cartography and like map making, where it's, you know, sighted. It's like all the enlisted variants. Here I'll list all of them: compass, dimension, spectrum, and latitude. They're all very common in map making terms. Though there's longitude in there, I'd sort of get a little iffy on that. Let's move on to launchers. For the launchers, you know, you don't really have a lot of like variants. You couldn't draw many conclusions on those. But for the Maws, the enlisted variant of the Tornado and the 200 kill variant of the Thunder, you know, Tornado and Thunder are both Storm related. So if you want to look at this, just look up Advanced Warfare all weapon variants and you can speculate on your own. But one thing I found for the crossbow, that the two elite variants of the Righteous and the Conqueror, those generally meant that because the crossbow was a noble weapon in the Middle Ages, and the first battle I fought with the crossbow actually was a devastating defeat for the other side. And I know they probably didn't even draw history from that, but I'm just saying that this was a very long video to make. So I'm going to leave it at that. Tricky Boy 343 signing out.